Hello, my name is Tyler, and I'm from Manifold Technology. And today I'm going to talk about our serverless blockchain platform that we have recently launched on the AWS Marketplace. And we'll go ahead and walk through a deployment um, of our platform from the marketplace itself. So our serverless blockchain platform uses AWS Lambda functions, which allow blockchain operation without the need to provision or operate any separate servers on which the code will need to run. They're just stateless execution containers. Now, with that being said, deployment, at least for the time being, is going to necessitate the use of a temporary Amazon machine image, AMI, in order to compile, stage, and deploy the various serverless components. And so let's go ahead and walk through that deployment right now. So I start by once we get into the marketplace listing, we click continue to subscribe to jump into that listing. All right, you'll get the option to subscribe to that software and click through the terms and conditions. I've already done that in my account, so I'll go ahead and step into the configuration. Now in here, in our fulfillment option, we want to choose CloudFormation. All right, and that's going to use the CloudFormation template that we at Manifold wrote to deploy that software. Software version, we use the latest one, version 1 in this case, and pick our region, and I'll just use Ohio for the purpose of demonstration. Continue to launch. All right, launch through, and that'll take us out of the marketplace into our CloudFormation configuration. And the defaults that Marketplace built for us are fine, so we just hit next. And now we've got to go ahead and specify some of these details. And so for my stack name, I'll call this the MLP-S launcher. Instance type, we're going to use a T2 medium or greater. Otherwise, we'll get an error when we try and launch. Commit SSH. We could lock this down to any seeder that we'd like to. I'm going to just open it up for to the world. Pick a valid VPC, valid subnet ID. Hit next. The rest of these are optional. We don't have to actually set any of these settings. So we hit next. Give one more chance to review our template before we click in. And you do have to acknowledge that it's going to create IAM resources. And this makes sense because it needs to create all of the users and roles that our serverless blockchain platform is going to use. But we click create. All right. That's going to go ahead and start firing off the deployment CloudFormation template. We refresh, and now we can see this MLP-S launcher is running, and we can get a little bit more details on how that's working by clicking into that stack. Can watch the events, make sure it's running okay. And typically this process is going to take maybe 5 to 10 minutes in order for it first to finish generating the deployment AMI, and then once that AMI is fully up and running, at that point, it'll go ahead and compile the code, push everything into an S3 bucket to stage it, and then do the serverless deployment, which is based on the Amazon serverless application model system. All right. So our create showing complete. If we pop over to our EC2 and I refresh this page, we should see the new serverless instance, the serverless blockchain launcher running. Could remote into it if we wanted to, but should fire kick off on its own. And so we'll give it a few more minutes and we should see another stack appear here, which would be our the serverless blockchain itself. Okay, and so now here in our cloud formation, we can see that the MLP serverless has been, the deployment's complete. So at this point, our launcher instance can be safely shut down and removed. It's not hurting anything, but it's still up, spending money to operate that instance. So we'll turn it off to save. Wait for that deletion to be completed, and then we have successfully deployed the Manifold Serverless Blockchain platform. Bam. There we go. Successful deployment.